Dear brothers and sisters, receive greetings and blessings from Ecuador. We want to tell you what God has been doing with us these last months. The quarantine began on last March 16th, and we were notified that in Quito it will last until the end of this month. So, every day we must be attentive to the news for any changes. We continue with the mobility restrictions during the curfew from 2 afternoon until 5 in the morning next day. During this world crisis, we thank God for taking care of us and for using us to preach His gospel message and also to lead Bible training sessions in different churches, not only here in Ecuador, but in other countries in South America. We have also been part of a network of ministry leaders and pastors called the Emergency Network Team. The idea here is to provide and teach the new digital tools for pastors to develop new methodologies for distance ministry. We also are building a database of women in ministry here in Ecuador. Several of them are already sharing stories and news from their own ministry. Our son Ethan is doing an excellent job editing videos, creating multimedia materials, and using the talents and resources that God has given him. Actually, at this time, his technological knowledge has been a very valuable help for us. Everything accomplished through online video conferences has been a great blessing. It has allowed us to be close to our Christian brothers and sisters, being able to serve them with what the Lord has placed in our hands. We have been teaching a workshop on basic Bible counseling in 3 churches here in Ecuador, and we will do it soon to other churches in Chile. We have also had times of significant mentoring with some pastoral families. What a blessing to be able to pray and encourage them, even from distance. We continue to teach, preach, encourage, and pray with those who need it. Thank God for the protection to our daughter Tiare. She is also fine during this time.
Hi, it's me, Tiare. So I just wanted to record a little video to update you guys on what's going on in my life. So, first thing, quarantine. So, I was studying, I was doing my 2nd year of Bible Institute in Word of Life in New York. But it got canceled, and now we're doing online school, which has been weird. But we got transferred to the campus in Florida because in New York there can be a group of more of 10 people. And we're 15 of missionary kids that are here. So yeah, it's been an interesting time of learning more about God, learning more about trusting Him in the middle of a pandemic, and just being still. Also, there was one big plan I had and 2 things that I don't know if they're gonna happen or not, so it's been a little hard. So, I know that a lot of you guys, through my parents, supported me to go to Poland. So that trip got canceled because COVID-19, the whole world is impacted with it, and it wasn't safe for us to go, which I know that everyone understands, but it's still really sad for me because I prayed for over a year to go, and God was opening every single door, but at the last minute it was closed, and that's just a little hard. But it's been interesting to stay here and just be still. That's been so hard. And the other 2 things are summer camp, which we were supposed to have 8 weeks of summer camp, and I don't really know if that's going to happen anymore. Word of Life says that it is happening, but I'm not really sure because of all the New York things that they have, and I don't think it's safe. But until now, they're saying that we do have it. And then, oops, that's a mosquito. And then for graduation, that was right after camp. I don't know if there's no camp, there's no graduation either. So that's been a little weird. And then also update you guys and just say thank you for loving me, for loving my parents and my family in general. And just thanks for all the support and thanks for all the prayers. It means a lot to me. It means a lot for me to see how much you guys love my parents. And also just prayer requests. I think it's been a little hard to stay here super far away from home. And just it's a new season of my life where I'm being tested and I'm just learning a lot about being still and trusting God, and it is a little hard. So yeah, I think if you guys could be praying for that, that would be so cool. But yeah, so far so good. So yeah, thank you so much, and I appreciate all the prayers. That's it. Bye.
Since this global crisis, we have seen and felt the impact of the COVID-19 in some families that we know. This is the case of Paula. She and her family welcome us every time we go to Cajabamba to teach a group of Quechua pastors and leaders. Sadly, some weeks ago, Paula lost 3 of her family members because of the COVID-19 virus. First, her father, then her mother and brother. With no doubt, for her, it has been a traumatic experience to face such realities. We ask for your prayers for this beloved family. May the Lord comfort and strengthen Paula's heart and everyone else in her family. We thank you for taking the time to listen to us. Thank you for your prayers and financial support. Thank you for your calls and messages that encourage us so much. Please continue to pray for the ministry we carry out, accompanying pastoral families and training through online video conferences during this quarantine. For the studies and future projects of our children, Tiare will finish her Bible school this August, and she will begin with the Bible counseling in addictions at Clark Summit University in the United States. She needs a place to live after this summer. Ethan is finishing high school next year, and he needs to go to the United States to practice his English skills and to keep ahead with the Moody Bible Institute application. Keep on praying for the finances to reach our monthly financial support budget. Thank God we are 60% funded, and we trust that God will touch the heart of new supporters to complete the 40% we still lack. Every month, new people join our support team through their offerings and prayers. So, if God is touching your heart to be part of our ministry, do not hesitate to communicate with us. You can reach us at www.luzuriagafamily.com. God bless you.